Hello and welcome to Assembly this morning. My name's Hazel, I'm from Abbey Church and it's great to be with you again. Do you ever have a conversation where you feel like somebody's just not listening to you? You're talking and they're looking elsewhere and they're just not paying attention. It's frustrating, isn't it? Well, how good a listener are you? I'm going to put some words up on the screen and I'd like you to pause the video and have a look at the words. There's a famous saying in there somewhere, but it's not too clear what it is. When you read it, it's hard to see, but when you say it, it starts to make a little bit more sense. So the first one I'm going to put up for you, and I'll read it out just to let you see what we mean. So 3 words written down: hide, dance, seek. But if you say it all together really quickly: hide, dance, seek. Hide, dance, seek. Can anybody work out what the phrase is? Hide and seek. So let's try a few more like that. So the next one, 3 words again. Pause me and read it out. Did you get that one? See you later. See you'll hater. See you later. Let's try another. 4 words this time. Did you get that one? The sky's the limit. Let's try another one. Maybe it took a few tries, but it actually says, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Sometimes we need to be listening, don't we? We need to be listening to work out what's really being said. And listening to someone is showing that you value them, showing that you respect them. And as much as we like to be listened to, so do others. Now, how good a listener are you? I thought we could do a little quiz. I've got 3 questions. I want you to think about the answer you would give to these 3 questions. So question number 1. During a class discussion, you have something really important to say, but someone else is taking ages to talk. What do? Do you A, wait patiently with your hand up? The teacher will come to you next. It's important everybody gets their turn. Do you B, jump up and down in your seat, me, to try and grab attention? The teacher will eventually get fed up and give in and let you speak. Or do you C, just shout out? Everybody's going to appreciate what you have to say anyway, so you may as well just say it. What do you think? So put your hand up if you think A, that you're going to wait patiently. Okay. Who says B, jump up and down, put your hands up? And who thinks C, they're going to shout it out? Okay, question number 2. You're in the playground with a group of your friends and you've got a great idea of what you can play. But one of your friends is trying to get into the conversation to suggest you play something else. Well, what do? Do you A, suggest that you both tell your ideas and then the group can decide? Maybe they want to play your game first, but you can play it later. B, do you tell them your idea so loudly and quickly that other people can't get a word in? Your idea's better, surely. Or C, do you let your friends say their idea but keep interrupting, pointing out how rubbish it is and that your idea is so much better? So what do you think? So put your hand up if you think A, you're going to let both ideas be said and then choose. Or put your hand up if it's B and you're just going to get your idea in first because yours is better. Or put your hand up for C. You're going to interrupt your friend with your much better idea. Okay, question 3. Your teacher is telling the class about a new project that you've all been invited to take part in, which is quite exciting. But your friend starts whispering to you about something you're going to do later. What do? Do you A, whisper back to your friend, shh, I'll speak to you later, and then listen to what's happening in the class? Do you B, join in the chat with your friend? Well, it is important that you know what's happening later. Or C, Do you kind of half listen to your friend and half listen to the teacher? You'll get the gist of what's going on. What do you do? So put your hand up if it's A. You're going to tell your friend you'll talk later and then listen to the teacher. Put your hand up for B. You're just going to chat with your friend. Or put your hand up for C. You're going to do both. Listen to both. I think if you chose all A's, then you're probably pretty good at listening to people. You probably make people feel valued in the fact that you do listen to them and you respect their ideas. All of this is about respecting one another, about valuing other people's contributions that they make. You're not the only one to have good ideas. Other people might do too. So listen, allow people to speak and see what they have to say. Now in the Bible, there's a book called Proverbs, and it's just that, different proverbs, wise sayings. And there's one in there that says this: fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. That might sound a little bit harsh, but I think sometimes we can learn so much from other people. And we can learn so much if we listen to other people's opinions. You might not agree with their opinions, but let's try and understand where they're coming from. I'd like to finish with a little game. And this game is all about words and listening to other people's words. So what I'd like you to do is to put yourself in order from 1 to how many's in your group, and then each person will say a word. And the next person needs to say a word that starts with the last letter of the previous word. Okay, so how that works is, say I'm person number 1 and I say tree. Okay, so it ends with an E or an A. So the next person number 2, needs to think of a word beginning with E or A. So they might say egg. Okay, so that finishes with a G or a G. And the third person needs to think of a word beginning with a G. So they might say goat. Now a goat then finishes with the letter D. So the next person, number 4, has to think of a word that starts with the letter T. Now, they could say tree, but that wouldn't be any good because someone's already said that. So you need to be listening out to what people already say. So they can't say tree, but they can think of another word beginning with T. So they could say table. And then the next person would say the word beginning with E. And let's see if you can get how many times you can get around all your group and listening to one another and not repeating, but coming out with new words. It can be fun to listen to other people, and it's good to know what other people have to say. So let's be valuing each other. Let's be respecting each other and listening to what one another say. Have a great week, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.